What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Six legs, a six-legger Saturday parlay, World Cup. Cash it. It'll be right here. You can check it out. Gained a good 8 units, which covered a multitude of sins in the WNBA. That was hot trash yesterday, but we are still up units over the past week and a half in the WNBA. So the card's been seeing the board well. Still staying aggressive as I always do. But first things first, my name is Jemiah. This is the Degenerates Daily Digest because I am in fact a degenerate. And you're here, you're gambling in the middle of June in the summertime when there's no sports on besides the World Cup, which is fucking awesome. But yeah, like I said, 6-leg parlay cashed, plus 700. So it was good stuff. Did a lot of research, put it into that. The other one the other day that was 17 to 1 was just kind of for fun. But this one I put the work in, work paid off, took it to the window. Again, I'll put the ticket right up here and you can have a peek at it. But let's get into today's card. I ain't gonna hold you today. Your time is worth more than that. And I hope you enjoy a beautiful Sunday. Just know I want to tell you, you are worth everything that you're putting in. Do whatever you love to do. If somebody disagrees with you, fuck them. Do you. You got to do you. You got to do what makes you happy. And if you don't do that, you're going to be miserable and you're going to make everyone else around you miserable. And nobody got time for that, man. Life's too short. Look, I'm 46 years old. God willing, I've got another 50 summers, 50 winters, 50 springs, 50 falls, 50 falls, 50 of those seasons. And hopefully I can spend them doing something I love with the people I love. And that's where I'm at right now in my life. Not really happy with my job right now, but the people I work with, they are my family. They are, every single one of them. And I'm going to stick it out for them as best I can. And then but I also have to take care of me. And that's what I'm telling you. Take care of you. Let's get into today's baseball card. First up, the cleanest play on the card to me from a pitching standpoint is going to be the Marlins. Marlins are sending out Tyler Phillips, and he's been solid over the season. He's not a big strikeout guy, but he's a good pitcher. I'm not going to go into the stats because nobody cares. I know you don't care about that. I don't care. I mean, I care, but you just want the picks. We're taking the Marlins to beat the St. Louis Cardinals on the money line. Not a smash play. None of these. All of these are half units, as they always are in baseball. So Marlins over the St. Louis Cardinals, pitching edge there. The best justification on the card, second best, is going to be the Padres at plus money against the Dodgers. Look, I know it's the Dodgers, but as I've said before, you cannot make money betting the Dodgers. You can't. You won't. Hear me. Hear me. Yankees and Dodgers, you cannot make money betting them as favorites. They're never going to be dogs. So you can't make money betting them as favorites. Give me the Padres at plus 125 against the Dodgers. Sheehan is not as good as Michael King. Sheehan is a utility arm. So we're taking the Padres at plus 125. It's going to be a public fade. Everybody's going to be at the Dodgers for the price because it's the Dodgers. Whatever. Don't care. Give me the Padres at plus 125. We're taking the Washington Nationals. Pure numbers play. And the pitching matchup is Keller for the Pirates is regressing. That's pretty much all there is to it. Washington's offense is really good. And at plus 174, almost 2 to 1 on my money, I'm going to take the Nationals every time. The most uncomfortable one I took today is the Cubs against the Brewers. The Brewers are good, very good. They're sending out Woodruff to the mound, and he could make me look real dumb, and he probably will today. But I'm going to take a shot on the Cubs at the same price as the Nationals, plus 174. Yeah, it's just a good money play. And the Reds behind Brady Singer going against Mitch Keller for the Pirates. Giving the Reds at plus money as well. That's the baseball card. Into the World Cup shit, which it's only one play today. One single play. It is the first game of the knockout round. These boys are going to be tight. They're going to be super tight. The over-under is set at 2.5 goals. I don't think there's going to be 2.5 goals. This has extra time screaming all over it. The drama of television, the country of Canada going absolutely nuts and drowning themselves in maple syrup and whatever else it is they eat up there. Canadian bacon, which is pork loin. It's not bacon, it's just pork loin. For those of you who don't know, everybody knows that. Canada's a better attacking team with David and Lauren. They give them real scoring opportunity, but South Africa's MO this whole tournament has been defense, counter. They haven't scored a lot of goals, but they compact shape, they defend first, they frustrate them, and then try to counter. And that's going to be it. This got underwritten all over it. The problem with every soccer match that you take is an early goal. Canada scores in the first 15 minutes. This thing might open up and get ugly like Austria, Algeria yesterday, of which we had the draw. So that was sweaty with Austria scoring in the 93rd minute to tie that thing up 3-3. So that was just fucking crazy. 1 second. Apologies there. Random alarms going off in the house. It doesn't mean nothing. The score lines are simple for us. 1-0 Canada, 1-0 South Africa, 1-1 extra time, go to penalty kicks, 0-0, and then they go to extra time, penalty kick, see who gets through. That's it. Under 2.5. I wanted to hammer this, but I'm going to show some discipline. I was going to parlay under 3.5 with Canada to win and do all this weird shit. I'm not getting greedy. I'm going to take the units we won yesterday off, cashing that parlay. Keep it easy. Canada, South Africa, under 2.5. MLB's down. World Cup's down. Let's get into the ladies of the W. We're on a decent little run. We're still up 5 units. We were up 10 at one point. We've given a few back, and that's fine. I'm good with that, and that's what happens. Today's a full card for me. 3 games, 10 bets, a side and a total on each game, and then props in each game. We're digging into, you got to get into the roles, the usage, the minutes, and all that stuff for these things. So we'll start with the early game. Minnesota and Dallas. Dallas at home is a different beast on the road. I know they struggled with who they struggled with. They struggled with the Storm at home. The Storm just beat the Dream at home. And in theory, the Dream are better than the Wings. So Storm are on a little bit of a heater. So pay attention. Can't deny those girls are playing really well. It's a situational dog for me in this spot. My spreadsheet model, blah, blah, blah. It says it gives me a massive edge towards Dallas. I don't know about massive. Minnesota has just been a really, really good basketball team all year. I'm going to say it from the rooftop. Cheryl Reeves is coaching her ass off. The last time they played in Minnesota, and Dallas was a 3.5 point dog. They lost by 23. Revenge in the WNBA is a thing. This is a focus spot for Dallas because after this game, they go on a 4 or 5 game road trip. So this is a home game, early afternoon. Home crowd's going to be with them. They have a good home crowd in Dallas. It's not up to the level of other teams, but they're good for it. The crowd is to get them into it. So we're taking Dallas plus 4.5 for a unit. Next, we're taking Paige Beckers over 19.5 points. As she goes, Dallas goes. If I think Dallas keeps this close, Paige and Jessica Lynn Shepherd are going to have to keep this thing going. They're going to have to produce. I think they do today. She's 50% from the field. She's almost 39% from 3. She's got a great scoring profile. So anytime they set her number under 20, she's on the Kelsey Plum level for me. If her scoring, and Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark, if their numbers are under 20, it's auto bet for me, depending on the situation. But at home, set under 20 points, over 19.5, give me Paige Beckers over 19.5 points every time. Jessica Shepherd, we were running her PRAs like crazy. Books have adjusted slightly. They moved her point rebound and assist to 30.5 points per game. Here's where they fucked up. They left her points at 13.5. She's gone over this 13.5 and I will tell you right now, she has gone over 13.5 in the past 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, son of a bitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 70% of her games, she's gone over this 13.5. And at home, that's when she really does it. The only time she hasn't done it, the 2 times she hasn't done it, have been on the road. That tells you all you need to know. 13.5 points is set way too low, and she's getting the shot opportunities. 11 shots, 13 shots, 14, 13. One game she had 6, but she hit 7 of 10 from the free throw line, so that went over. 10 shots, 13 shots. Like, she has the volume. She's going to get over 13.5 points. Take it to the window. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And the last one we've got is Olivia Miles, who's on the level with Paige, Caitlin, and the rest. They got a point total. They moved it up from a whopping 17.5 to 18.5. Like, come on, man. How many times has she gone over this? Let's look into it right now. And the shots are there because she is not afraid to fire it up. 18 shots. She made 6 of them, 21 points. Next game, 18 shots, 22 points. Game against Golden State. That was a blowout. She only put up 7. That's fine. Against Las Vegas, or no, the Sparks, 15 shots, 31 points. Portland, they played on the 15th. That was a blowout, so she only played 20 minutes. She only had 12 points. But against the Aces, 29 points. Against Dallas, this very Dallas team, 24 points, 19 points, 28 points, 19 points. You get the idea? She put up 9 shots, 16, 14, 10, 12, 8, 15. The girl is efficient. The girl's a baller. The girl can play. And she plays with flash. Olivia Miles over 18.5 points. Take that shit to the window, bro. That shit's cashing. If you wanted to get froggy with it and do her PRA, do it. Points, rebounds, and assists, that's fine. But if I think this is going to be a close game, like I do, Paige and Jessica are going to have to do their thing. And in order for Minnesota to carry the day and do their thing, Olivia Miles is going to have to go as she goes and as the team goes. And that's scoring over 18.5 points for a unit to the window. Olivia Miles, let's get it done. Rookie of the year. Let's go. Next game, ugly ass game. Portland and Washington. I'm taking Portland plus a 6.5. I do not trust this Mystics team. I cannot. I faded them against Connecticut. They got blown out by however many points. And them on the road is tough. Portland is just as bad. They are awful. They're a bad team, but 6.5 points is too many. Kind of wish it would have got to 7. If you can get a 7, even better. But I'm good with 6.5. The concern is obvious. Washington has better top-end talent between Sonia Citron, Shakira Austin, and Kiki Iriefan. That's real, but Portland catching 6.5. I can't ignore the numbers. 6.5 is too many. I don't need them to win. I need them to show some fight and some pride and to keep the game a little close. With that being said, the way Washington's offense played in the last game against Connecticut, they got held to 57 points. Portland's last game, allow me to pull this up right quick. Yeah, they put up 94. Lost 124 to 94. The total is set at 165.5. It might be 166 now. Over. The number I have is 167.5. It's not a monster edge, but based on recent form, can't stick with the model. I got to watch the market and what I see, the eye test, and the eye test is telling me over. There's going to be a lot of points in this game. It's going to be up and down. These teams want to get their offenses going. Their offensive have been stagnant, especially Portland. 2 games ago, that first game in Chicago, they got held down. They came back and put up 94. So give us the over. And then the next one is a prop. I'm going back to Sarah Ashley Barker, the cute little blonde that plays for Portland. Her over was set at 11.5 last game. She scored 11. They put it at 10.5. So hopefully she doesn't score 10. She scores 11. Sarah Ashley Barker over 10.5 points for a unit. And this is probably my favorite prop on the card because her usage has increased. Again, she's shooting about 50% from the field, 40% from 3. She's getting about 28 minutes a game. The usage is there. The script is there. Portland plus 6.5 to keep it close. Game going over 166.5. And Sarah Ashley Barker over 10.5 points. Portland is competitive, scores enough. Ashley Barker produces enough. We cash 3 tickets. Let's do it. Next up is Las Vegas and Chicago. I'm taking Chicago plus 7.5. Long trip for Las Vegas. They got bigger fish to fry on Tuesday with the Commissioner's Cup. $500,000 for these ladies. I've been talking about it for a while because I got my dates mixed up. The actual Commissioner's Cup game is this Tuesday against the New York Liberty in New York. And that means that Chicago is in a prime spot, a get-right spot, where this could be their 3rd win in a row. They would have beaten Portland twice. Keep this respectable with the Aces. Keep it close until the 4th quarter comes around and keep it within the 7.5. A 3-game winning streak like this is a season changer. You know what I mean? It'll change things around. It changes things around and makes you believe, even with all the injuries to Dejanay Carrington and Rickea Jackson. I'm not saying Chicago's better than Vegas. No, but can they keep it within 8 points? Yes. They did it against New York. They did it against they should have beat New York. They should have beaten Dallas, I believe it was. They're a competitive team with Skylar Diggins leading, and they're not veteran laden, but they're got just enough young talent, just enough old talent to keep this competitive. Same game, we're taking the over 178.5. Listen, points. Chicago just put up 124. Granted, it was Portland. That's cool. But the Aces ain't scared to run. This game is going to go flying over. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm not getting into all the numbers and all that, but it's a trend play. Everything's been going over in this league, and I'm here for it. So over 178.5 for Las Vegas, Chicago, as well as Chicago plus 7.5. And then two props, Sydney Taylor over 14.5 points. She started out hot. Anytime she shoots really well, it's at home. Now, the last game she played, she had 6 out of 7 threes. That ain't going to happen again. If it does, cool. But I very seriously doubt that's going to happen again. So we're taking Sydney Taylor, rookie out of Louisville, over 14.5 points. Yeah, last game she had 29, game before that 14, game before that 10, then 18, 24, 30. So she had 2 down games, a rough game. They were on the road. The one game back against Portland is because it was a blowout. She only played 20 minutes. But we are on her to have a good game at home against the Las Vegas Aces. And I think she can get there very easily. Skylar Diggins always plays well against the Aces, but I'm not going to mess with her props. She's an unknown commodity against this Aces team, and I think Chicago should exploit that and get her the rock as much as they possibly can for her to score some points. Next prop up in this game is Chelsea Gray, the pickup game all-star. She's just a baller, man. That's just what she does. She's a hooper. When the moment calls for it, she shows up. We're taking Chelsea Gray over 7.5 assists in her last, good Lord, several games. 9 assists, 8 assists, 9 assists, 9 assists, 9 assists. That's in the past 5 games. And now I've got her number at 7.5 at plus money. Throw it in your fantasy lineups and all that shit. Lower it down to 6.5 if you want to, but I'm taking 7.5 at plus money. And if Vegas is going to score in the 90s, if Chicago is going to keep this close, if Sydney Taylor is going to shine the way I think she is, all this leads to Chelsea Gray dishing the rock to Asia, to Jill Lloyd, to Jackie Young, assisting and doing what she does, being a quarterback of this Las Vegas Aces offense. I think she does it today. I think she gets upwards of 9, maybe 10 assists in this game. And at plus money, I'm always going to take the swing. Last game of the night, and this one is suspect as hell. The New York Liberty are on a really long road trip, heading back Tuesday to play the aforementioned Las Vegas Aces for the Commissioner's Cup. Fuck, we're up to 20 minutes. All right, I'm trying to keep it going, guys. I'm sorry. Get you out of here really quick. But we're taking Golden State on the money line. Sabrina Ionescu is back, but she's not playing 100%. Her backups, Pauline Astier, Leonie Fibic, and Marina Johannes, are playing behind her, giving her the minutes. They're taking up minutes while she gets back into game shape. I'm not sure if Brianna Stewart's going to play. They have her listed as available to play. I don't know if she's going to play. Satu Sabali is out with a concussion. Again, Sabrina Ionescu is just working her way back. Maybe Stewie plays. I'm not sure. I just don't see it. This line is suspect. And Vegas ain't giving away free money, ever. Vegas is never giving away free money. This line is fishy, fishy, fishy. And I got my rod and reel and I'm casting out and I'm fishing because I think this is suspect. So give me Golden State on the money line at home in Valhalla. Early game, long road trip for the Liberty. It all lines up for a Golden State win, a team win. It's so hard to find props on this Golden State team because they are so well-rounded, so well-coached, and they play such good defense. So, I mean, New York, they beat Las Vegas like hell. To beat the hell out of Las Vegas, then go to Seattle and lose. Now they got to come back to Golden State, mid-afternoon game, then travel back home to New York and get ready for the Aces. I think they're looking ahead right now. I think they're looking ahead. It's a trap game. Give me the Golden State Valkyrie on the money line. And the one prop in this game is based on Ionescu not being healthy. Pauline Astier, rookie, falling a little bit into the doldrums. But Leonie Fibic is, she's been playing well lately and her form has been good. You see, and she's averaging, 28 minutes a game. And check this out, last 5 games. 19 points, 12 points, 13 points, 19 points. Well, that's 4 games, but whatever, you get the idea. She's coming into good form, and she's taking 12 shots, 7, 8, 9, and 9. So she's going to get the usage. She's going to get the shots. Leonie Fibic over 10.5 points. And that's the final card, guys. I'll run through it one more time for you. For Major League Baseball, we are on the Reds. Shit, make sure I can get that right. Sorry. We are on the Marlins. We are on the Padres, the Nationals, the Cubs, and the Reds. In the World Cup, we are on Canada and South Africa under 2.5 goals. And in the WNBA, I'm going to get lifted in order of confidence. Not really. I'll go game by game. First game of the day, Dallas plus 4.5. Paige Beckers over 19.5 points. Jessica Shepard over 13.5 points. Olivia Miles over 18.5 points. We're taking the Portland Fire plus 6.5. Portland Fire, Washington Mystics over 165.5. Sarah Ashley Barker of the Portland Fire over 10.5 points. We're taking the Chicago Sky plus a 7.5 points. Las Vegas and Chicago over 178.5. It's probably gone up. If you can't get 178.5, just pass on it. Sydney Taylor of the Chicago Sky over 14.5 points. Chelsea Gray of the Las Vegas Aces over 7.5 assists. Golden State on the money line. Leonie Fibic over 10.5 points. Now, let me give you my best bets for this WNBA card that I like. If you want to know which I like the most, I like Golden State on the money line the most. Behind that is Chicago plus 7.5. The best price I like is going to be Jessica Shepard over 13.5 points. They're not adjusting this line. It's crazy. I want to hammer it, but I'm going to leave it be and be disciplined. Discipline. Best plus money prop is Leonie Fibic over 10.5 points. If you find 11.5, maybe grab that too. The most fragile bet to me is Las Vegas, Chicago. You got to make sure Las Vegas is focused. They are not. I think Chicago's in a good focus spot here to get 3 in a row. And that's it, guys. Video ran longer than I liked, but I had to brag a little bit about that parlay that we cashed last night. The only reason I didn't do a video yesterday is because, well, I didn't. But if you wanted to have followed that parlay, you could have followed along. You see the little app, the pictures I post of the games. That's in the Picket app. You can follow along for free. I'm not trying to get any money off you. Don't want nothing from you. All I'm asking for is a like and subscribe. And just please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, please. It really helps me out a lot, man. I'm not trying to beef with nobody in these internet wars. I'm just trying to get some winning picks out there and turn a trying to make a legitimate side hustle out of this thing, and for it not to be a losing hobby. You know what I mean? Just trying to make some extra money, have a little fun. Talk to me in the comments. Tell me my hair sucks again. Don't care. But you guys have a great Sunday. Enjoy the World Cup. Knockout stage is coming. USA's moving on, baby. USA. You guys have a great Sunday. This is Jemiah with the Degenerates Daily Digest from the To the Window Sports Betting Podcast. I will see you guys on the next one. Love.